Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a hot minute since I have posted a video. More like a hot hour, 3 to 4 years. But we're changing that now. We're going to upload this video here. We are doing a tool haul review. Kind of more of a tool haul, a little bit of a review on Snap-on and the tools that I bought and spent a lot of money on, which I'm not regretting right now because they're pretty and I like them, but we'll see how that buyer's remorse goes later. So let's get to it and start the tool haul. Show you guys all the goodies. Total cost, because that seems to be pretty important that a lot of people love to hear. Total cost for the tools that you're about to see were just over $6,000. If you were to pay full retail price for them, naturally, if you go to one of the trucks, they may be able to give you a bit of a deal when you are buying in large numbers, or even if you're just buying one tool. In this case, just over $6,000 isn't exactly what I paid. I obviously paid a little bit less, but can't give away all the secrets. So let's start this off. First tool that we've got here is the 9-inch adjustable slip joint pliers. These are that claim to fame one that they were talking about, is that it can pick up change. Now, I don't know about you, but I have change everywhere and I have just not been able to pick it up with my fingers. So thank God I finally spent the money and got these, because now I can pick up all my change, which hopefully is going to help pay back my obsession of buying Snap-on tools. I haven't had a chance to really use these yet. I always liked having needle nose pliers. I have a set from Snap-on already, which aren't the slip joints, which I find are a bit stiff. I've been using them more lately and they've been loosening up a bit, which is apparently what happens with Snap-on, for their pliers anyway, which is nice because of the amount of money I spent on them. These are awesome right out of the gate. Like, they're very easy to use. Obviously, they're pliers. They open and close easily. The slip joint is nice. The big part that's really nice about these is that when you make them into the larger portion, you still get a nice flat surface. So instead of most pliers, when you're trying to get something big to grip and it has that angle and it wants to basically slip out, you're able to actually make them bigger. So you're actually having more flat surface to contact, which is supposed to increase the grip. I think that's a pretty sweet idea. Now, naturally, I couldn't just go with Big Brother. I needed to get the smaller version as well. So this version here is the 9-inch. This one here is the 7. And this one's just going to be kind of nice when you want to kind of get into places that the bigger ones just aren't going to get. It's that simple. I mean, anyone that knows pliers are going to know that. But yeah, definitely excited to use these. They're probably going to be my new go-to needle nose pliers, if not the majority of my other pliers anyway. From there, I decided to go with these guys. These are essentially made for your hose clamps. The hose clamps that you have to pinch at the top to loosen them up and hold them. Now, obviously you can use regular pliers. It doesn't really make a huge difference. What's nice about these is if you actually notice, I don't know if you're able to see it on the camera, these little notches here, which actually help grab the hose clamp. So that way it doesn't fling out or come off like you typically would with a regular, say, needle nose pliers or any other types of pliers. So, I mean, am I going to use these all that much? Yeah, probably not. But it's definitely kind of one of those tools that are kind of nice to have when you need them. So to finish off some pliers, I've got these guys here. These are the flush cut pliers. I have actually never owned a pair of flush cut pliers. I've worked on cars. I'm in the aviation world right now. And I've never owned a pair of flush cut pliers. And the amount of times that I am cutting zap straps, even on personal use or on my job, I don't have a pair. And it's amazing to me that I've never spent the money and got one. These, I know there's other brands. I know Icon makes one that's similar. I know also Knipex, or however you want to pronounce that. I really have no idea. But naturally, because I was putting my order in anyway with Snap-on, I chose to go with these. I've had nothing but good reviews about them. I've cut a hole, I think, 2 zap straps so far, and they work great. Not much else I can really say about these guys. All the part numbers of the tools that I'm going to have and the actual names, I'll have it listed down at the bottom there, just so you guys can actually look them up if you want to get any more information about them. Now, picked up some vice grips. You can buy the vice grips in a set of 4, but I found the smallest ones that you get with them, I don't use very often. And considering I'm replacing the really cheap ones that I currently have, to finally splurge and get the Snap-on ones, I kind of mismatched them. So I still got a set of 4. So the first ones that I got were just your nice generic 10-inch sizing. Right off the bat, the mechanisms inside, everything just seems more durable and seems tighter clearances, if that makes sense. Essentially, with my old ones, these parts here, the jaws, couldn't remember that name for a second, they're very loose. So a lot of times when I'm clamping on something, they want to shift and move, and it was a pain. So I really wanted to get a nice set of vice grips for all those nice times that a wrench or anything like that's not going to work and I need to put vice grips. So these here are the curved version of them. I've got the one just a bit smaller than that one. For the life of me, I can't remember. Sorry, this is the 7-inch version, just came to me. Also the curved jaws, because, well, you never know. Sometimes that bigger one won't get into some of the areas that I need to go into. So that's why I've got this guy here. Now, I also decided to get this guy when I saw it. What's kind of nice about this is it's the straight jaw. So with the straight jaw teeth, sometimes I don't need the round. I actually need it to grip more on a flat surface. And I think these are going to come in handy. These are also the 10-inch. What I like about these as well is when you're wanting to undo them, all you're doing is applying downforce on this guy, which, boom, comes up. It's great. Unlike my other ones where when I close them, I had to go from the bottom and try to pry them up, which was kind of a pain. This way I can put a lot more leverage. And then to finish it off, the nice needle nose pliers here for the vice grips. Again, just your kind of your basic needle nose. These are also the 10-inch version, which should come in handy. Let's get into some of the more, a little more of the fancier stuff, bigger priced purchases. So, we've got the Snap-on 1/4-inch deep and shallow socket set. I've been wanting to replace my socket set, at least for my 1/4. I've had the 3/8 for years. I've loved their sockets. And I finally wanted to swap out. I think I had my Mastercraft ones, which really, honestly, weren't that bad, but I'm a stickler for wanting things to match, and obviously I'm a big fan of the Snap-on sockets. So these guys, come nicely packaged. Nice deep. Those are nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, can't wait to use those. And we have the shallow. Got the shallow here. Oh, those are beautiful. Very excited to use those. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Naturally, I didn't just stop there at the 1/4s. I had to upgrade my 1/2-inch as well. So I got the 1/2-inch drive sockets, deep and shallows, because why not? I only have to take out a second mortgage. And these guys here, I just like the Snap-on sockets. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I feel they fit better. Again, I had a Mastercraft set from the 1/2-inch that I've had for years. I haven't really had any issues with them. So there's really nothing against going out and buying the Mastercraft maximum set of sockets, at least if you're here in Canada. But yeah, I wanted the 1/2-inch here. So I'm pretty stoked on those. These were not a cheap purchase though. It took a little bit of impulse buying and a little bit of self-motivating to want to pull the trigger on these guys, but definitely stoked to have them. Next that we have 4 police. Whoa, terrible lighting. Sorry. You know what? I'm gonna do it. Got an idea. Four-piece. Let's hope those don't fall. Adjustable wrenches. I mean, they just look fantastic. Now, is that worth spending the money? I think retail they're $600 and something for the set, which is crazy. But I mean, they look fantastic. They're so smooth compared to, like, they don't make a noise. Well, I mean, they're making noise, let's be honest here. But compared to my other ones, they are so hard to turn. And like everything is just like, there's barely any rattling. Like these are just, they're nice. They've got the teeth on the inside. I don't know if you're able to see. Teeth on the inside there just to allow for some extra traction. It's not traction, extra grip. Geez, English was hard. And I don't use adjustable wrenches all that much, but they come in handy on their odd times, and I was kind of dividing between the two different types that I wanted to get. If I just wanted to get one small, one large, and then when I saw these, I was like, well, you know what? You can't go wrong with buying more. So I did. They've got the really nice comfort handle. It's not the same kind of comfort handle as like the soft grip handles like on ratchets, on their snap-on ratchets. Which is, I don't know why I kind of thought that's what it was going to be, but it's still really nice in the hand. And it's also nice that it's not cold. But because it's also not that soft grip, it's going to be very easy to clean the oil off of these, which is kind of nice. Up next, 4-piece soft grip seal removal tool. So I don't know if these are new, but I love these things. So these tools right here. Now, different sizes. What's really nice, if anyone has ever taken any O-rings or seals, I guarantee you, every single one of you have grabbed a pick and you have used that to pull the O-ring or the gasket off. Now, as everyone knows, you can scratch the surface. Once you scratch the surface, there's a possibility that you could still get leaks even with the O-ring. So what's really nice when Snap-on did this is you actually have the smooth rounded edge on these different sizes, different angles. So this guy here, as you can see, to really get all your O-rings, and you're not gonna have to worry about scratching the surface because you're not really using one of those fine tooth picks. So these I'm definitely excited to use. It's gonna make it a lot easier. I don't have to worry about damaging any of the surfaces and stuff when I remove them. And it's got a nice fat spoon-like surface, so it's gonna be nice scooping them out as well. So that's great. I'm definitely stoked for this. And this one here, what's awesome is it comes in this really cool foam, which Snap-on has been doing now for the last little while. For nice organization, it tells you exactly which one's which, and this can easily just go right in your toolbox. And yeah, I'm stoked for these. These are gonna be nice the second I need to use them. So very excited. Next piece of equipment are what's the exact name of these bad boys? Well, I mean, they're fastener removal tools. Okay, so I got the pack of 3. I have had a very cheap removal tool set for the longest time. And you know what? I'm gonna open this thing up. I haven't even opened this up yet. Haven't even opened it up. It's like Christmas. Oh yeah. Oh, early Christmas gift to me. So it's the 3-piece trim pad tool set. I think I said fastener. That's not it. I don't know what I was doing. There it is right here. So I've had, like I said, I had a very cheap one before. It was just a single one. I think it was probably something similar to this. It was working. Like, it wasn't like terrible, but I love these I'm obsessed with these Instinct handles. I have them for all my screwdrivers. And anywhere else that I pretty much have these, that I can get these handles, I buy them. I like how they feel in my hand. And what's nice with this set is you end up getting a big and a small. Because I actually have ran into times where I couldn't get the larger tool in to get the trim piece off. well, the trim piece fastener. I just said fastener again, which I guess I'm not wrong. 3-piece trim yeah. We're calling them fasteners. They fasten interior parts into your car. That's what we're going with. So they have the smaller one, which is nice because, like I said, I've had to use this. I've had to grab something else to try to get the fastener off because my other tool that was similar to this, I couldn't get under the clip to be able to remove. So having something a bit small is going to be pretty handy. I'm pretty happy about that. It also came with this guy here. I have no idea if I'm ever going to use this one, or I don't know, maybe I'm going to use it all the time. It's long. I don't ever need to really get into anywhere really tall to pull this one out. Like, again, I'm an aircraft tech, and a lot of my tools are supplied for me. So this is pretty much for home use when I'm working on my vehicles. And for all the years I've worked on vehicles, I've never really needed the long one. But hey, maybe now that I have it, I'm gonna find use for it. And I've just been compensating with something else instead. So it's gonna be nice to have. No regrets. Oh, this guy right here. This is the 16-piece screwdriver set. Instinct, soft handle, in red. I'll have the part number down below. Let's open this guy up. Oh, I'm excited. This is what I've been waiting for. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my geez. Oh, look at that, nice foam. I'll be honest, I actually had a lot of these screwdrivers already, but I did need a couple of stubbies. I did need the minis. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a better picture as I'm playing with this. I did need these guys. I needed the little ones. Why? Because I already had some and I like these handles. That's it. I don't have any other reason. That's really it. Like, my other screwdrivers work perfectly fine for my small ones. I don't even really have any complaints about my smaller ones. But again, I like things to match, and I like these handles, so I wanted to do it. It also came in this really cool organized foam, which I paid for. It's obviously added on to the price, but I mean, it looks so pretty. Let's be honest. It looks fantastic. Anyone that doesn't think this looks pretty, I mean, you're in the wrong industry. It's also complete. It's all labeled as well. I mean, I think the only good part about the labeling is if I've got a helper, let's say your partner that doesn't know about tools, I can tell them, hey, go grab me a PH2 screwdriver, and it's there, and they'd be like, oh, this is the one they want. Yay, Phillips number 2. Anyone that's worked on vehicles are literally just going to look at it and be like, yeah, that one looks like it's going to fit. So, yeah, but besides that, it's nice and organized. It's going to go right into the drawer, keep everything intact. The foam is washable. They say, at least anyway. I don't know. This is the first time I've ever had the foam. So we're going to find out how washable it is and if it stays, if it's durable and holds up to the test of time. But I am definitely stoked to get these. These also come in multiple different colors. You can get them in the high vis. You can get them in green. And yeah, green, yellow, red. And I want to say there was one other color, but maybe I'm just losing my mind. Orange. They can come in orange as well. And I lied. They don't come in the high vis yellow. Not yet anyway. Snap on. But you can get the high vis in other sets, obviously. But as far as the 16-piece goes, green, red, orange. But a lot of my stuff is already red. I'm a stickler for the red. You can't go wrong with red. Did I say red too many times? No. Red. I like red. It's red and black. Why not? And that is it for those tools there. All right. Made some purchases of 1/4-inch drive ratchets. I kind of went crazy on ratchets on this buy. But I kind of started watching a bunch of other YouTube videos, and everyone has like 20 or 30 ratchets in their toolbox, and they just look really cool in there. So I need to be just like them. I have to have them. And I don't know, I can afford it right now. So why not? And there's been times that I've wanted to have other ratchets. I've got other Snap-on ratchets, but I've wanted to buy a few to kind of stock up. make my life easier when I'm doing certain jobs. This guy here, 1/4-inch drive flex head stubby. Look at that. It's just itty bitty. Itty bitty, teeny weeny, little 1/4-inch drive flex head ratchet. Am I going to use this very often? No, I really won't. But the amount of times I have to go underneath my dash to remove flipping panels or covers or plastic paneling, I want this. All right, next tool that I thought I would purchase is this extra long 1/4-inch drive flex head ratchet. Soft handle again, naturally, red. But I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of thinking about going to the high vis. I like that yellow, so I don't really mind mixing it up. So I may do that for my next ones, because obviously these aren't going to be my last ratchets that I buy. I'm clearly addicted. This thing is fantastic. I've used it once already, and having the extra leverage in certain places that I can't typically get a 3/8 drive into, it's too thick. This thing's nice. I think I'm going to end up breaking a lot of bolt heads off, or thinking thinking this can handle more torque than it really can. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when the time comes. But yeah, I think this is probably going to be one of my more used ratchets in the future. Next guy, we've got this sweet 3/8 stubby a flex head a ratchet. I don't really know why I even bought this one. I don't know how often I'm going to use it. I don't even know of a time that I've needed to use a shorty, but it was there and I saw it, and I couldn't just let his little brother go home without him. So I needed to get it. And why not? How am I ever going to get up to 30 or 40 ratchets like other people at YouTube if I'm not buying all the ratchets that I see? So we'll see how often I use it. And hopefully I'm wrong and I use it quite often. Who knows? This guy, 3/8 drive. I believe it's just the long flex head 3/8 drive ratchet. Soft grip handle, naturally in red. I've heard so many good reviews about this specific tool and how it's everyone's go-to ratchet. And oh, hello, dog. Hey, buddy. That's just Yoda. Just my pup. It's his birthday soon. You're a good boy. Yeah, you are. So, back to this. Sorry, squirrel. Heard so many good reviews from YouTube with this tool that everyone's like, oh, get this one. It's great. I use it all the time. It's my go-to ratchet. I'm a huge fan of their basic T80 chrome handled 3/8 drive ratchet. Obviously, I use it all the time. It was one of my only ones that I had that were snap-on for the longest time until I got these. But I think they might be right. I think I may end up going to this more often. It's having the extra bit of leverage is going to be nice. I don't know how sold I am on the flex head, which is kind of foolish because everything you're seeing so far has been flex head. But I'm kind of going based off what other techs are going with, and the flex head is nice. They aren't totally that loose. Like they've got some pretty good stiffness to it. And worst case, even if they get too loose, Snap-on's going to warranty it. But yeah, I'm excited to use this one more, and it's pretty much gonna be the one I go to from now on at least, and we'll see how good it works. But yeah, we're excited to have that one. Now we're on to the 1/2 inch. I never had a 1/2 inch drive snap-on ratchet before. I've always had just cheap 1/2 inch drive ratchets, which I use them a lot. I'm not even heavy duty, but I feel like I'm always reaching when I'm doing like engine mounts or taking tires off or brake work or things like that. Like I'm always reaching for my 1/2 inch just to get that extra bit of leverage. I have a 1/4 inch in the 3/8, like I was saying, in the chrome. I was flip-flopping back and forth if I wanted the chrome, the all chrome 1/2 inch to have it match, which I'm gonna be honest, I probably gonna end up buying because I needed to match. It's almost like I'm OCD. I'm not actually OCD, but I don't know. Maybe I need to get tested. So this guy here with the soft grip handle, this is their standard size, but it's 12 inches long. That's 12 inches long. 12 inches long. It's long. I feel like it might almost be a bit too long for just their standard size. And the reason I say that is because me not thinking how long 12 inches is, because I don't have anything that's 12 inches. I decided to buy the long one because there are times when I'm working on the vehicle that I need more leverage, but I can't get a full size breaker bar in or a longer than this ratchet essentially. So I was like, I'm gonna get the fixed head. This is gonna come in handy, but there's not a huge difference in size. I think this one measures out to be 16 inches, I think. And I really only bought this because I was thinking this was smaller, more like the chrome one, because the chrome I think measures in it like 2 inches shorter. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this one. It's gonna be great. I kind of want something in between because the pride and joy is this guy. This guy here measures at, I want to say it's 25 and something inches long. Flex head, 1/2 inch drive. Like, look at that. Like, that is so smooth. I have another one that's made by, I want to say PowerPoint. I don't know anymore because the handle is completely, the name's written, it's completely scratched off. But I just use it all the time. Use it over to turn over cranks, use it to take off tires, use it anytime you need some serious leverage. This is my go-to ratchet. And so I finally got it from Snap-on, which I'm absolutely stoked to have. This thing is, oh, I can't wait. It's probably was the first thing on my list when I was kind of putting everything together that I wanted to get, because it's going to be nice. I just like the ratcheting system. It's a lot better than obviously the PowerPoint one that I have that you pick up at Princess Auto. But the difference in price, I think I got the PowerPoint one for, on sale, I think for like $39.99, and I've had that thing for, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years. Still works. Snap-on, this one, I think retail is just over $300 for this guy. Obviously, it's a little difference in price, but it's Snap-on, and it's got a sweet red and black handle. My other one's not red and black. What am I supposed to do with that? So, and I needed it to match. I needed to match all my other ones. And like I said, how am I ever going to get up to 30 ratchets if I don't start buying them now? That is it for my Snap-on haul. Like I said, just over $6,000. Not what I spent. Spent a bit less than that. And yeah, I'm definitely stoked to start using these tools. Hopefully I got to fix a starter on a snowblower here coming up. I got some other work on a new car that I picked up. Well, new to me, definitely used, definitely a project car. May start with an H. The model may start with a C. Who knows? You may have seen it on my channel already. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Every little bit helps. I'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers. I think that would be kind of cool. I know it's just a pretty small channel. Hopefully I'm going to be able to post some other videos in the future. There are some other tool reviews that I want to do. Thank you for watching. Stay frosty. Stay frosty? No, that's not going to work. I'll come up with something. Take care.